Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. And guess what? I was getting ready to set this whole thing up and everything, and the wife sent me a message. She sent me a message, but it wasn't really a message. It was a TikTok. I don't know about you. I don't know if you get these things, okay? But sometimes people send you these messages, okay? And yeah, what I get from her and from my children sometimes are TikTok videos that I don't find to be funny at all. Okay, this just don't make any sense. Don't think they're funny. I don't know. I watch my kids nowadays. I watch my wife sitting on the corner of the couch and everything, and just giggling. They all be giggling all the time, watching TikTok videos, always giggling. Okay, and then I'll put on TikTok every once in a while, and I'll start scrolling through TikTok, whatever, and I look at the videos, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like a minute, 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes. What's so funny? How can you make me laugh in a minute or 2 minutes? I don't get it. And then whatever's funny to them is not really funny to me. Literally, and I'll be watching. Sometimes I'll be watching TV. Sometimes I'll be sitting in my room watching TV. I'll be watching a movie, whatever. I'll be really like into this movie, okay. And then all of a sudden, like one of my family members will come in, plop themselves on the bed, and be like, "You got a minute?" Now that's kind of a stupid question. Number one, you got a minute, okay? You see me sitting here on the bed. You see me watching TV. You see that I'm engulfed in this film, okay? And I'm focused. I'm very focused on what's going on. I might be watching People's Court, and I'm like ready for Judge Mullion or whatever to give me the verdict, okay? Or I'm watching Judge Judy, and she's about ready to tell me what's gonna happen, and they'll be like, you got a minute? Can you hit pause for a minute? I'm like, nah. And in my head, I'm like, no, I don't really want to. I don't really want to, because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna come in and you're gonna sit on the foot of the bed, and you're gonna put on some stupid TikTok video that I don't care about. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna put a TikTok video on. You're gonna be like, hey, watch this, and then what I gotta do is I gotta make believe that I think it's funny. Okay, I'll watch the whole thing in its entirety, and you see like a little like this go on my face or whatever, and I'll be like, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, it was a good one. Okay. Anything to get you the hell out of the room. Get out. I'm trying to watch this. I don't care about your TikTok video. I don't care about this 2 minute long video of stupidity that I can't. Oh, look, Martha fell down the stairs again. Oh, look at this person in one of those whip machines or whatever, being shot up into the air in the slingshot or whatever. Watch them scream. Woo, look at that. I thought you might want to be interrupted so you could see that. Okay. No, I don't care. I don't care about that stuff. So anyway, I'm driving home today, and I'm thinking about what's for supper, because I don't know. Tell me this: when you reach a certain age, are there only two things you think about in life? Is number one, how much longer do I have to live, and number two, what's to eat? What are we gonna eat next? Okay, to me, I feel like that's my whole life. My whole life is, what are we gonna eat next, and am I gonna wake up tomorrow? Is it tomorrow gonna be another day? So I'm contemplating. I'm driving home today. I'm driving home. Okay, I'm driving home, which I found out that slow leak in my tire. I finally found out where it was coming from. There'd be a big old nail right in the dead center of my tire. Okay, I saw it there today. And I was like, oh, there you are. And then I put some more air in the tire, because that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm not changing that tire. I'm never changing that tire. I'm just gonna keep adding air to that tire until the tire blows up, or the car dies. When that tire blows up, that car's gonna get towed to the house, and then the next place is going is to the junkyard. I ain't buying a $100, $200 tire for a car that's worth about $100. It ain't happening. Okay, but I found the nail today. Okay, so anyway, I got to get up, put air in my tires. That's I don't even know where I'm going with that. So I'm driving home. Okay, in my car that kind of tilts to the left, and it ain't because I'm driving a low ride. Okay, I'm not Cheech and Chong, and I'm not driving a low ride. No, my car's tilting to the left here because my front tire is going flat. Okay, so I'm driving home like this, and then I'm kind of got my head out the window a little bit, but that's not on purpose. It's because I'm crooked, and I'm thinking back. I'm like, so what's for supper tonight? What are we gonna have for supper tonight? We got no food at home. We got no food in the house. I'm like, what are we gonna have? What are we gonna have? And I started reminiscing back in the day when I was little. Okay, this is a when I was little story. Now I want to throw this out there. I got a package from Amazon. Okay, there is an Amazon package. They sent me something today. It's made out to my wife. Okay, which is both creepy, scary, and worrisome, because my wife, like a couple days ago, got a message from, it was one of these to me, I think it was a prank or a spam or some kind of one of those prank things there, saying that she had some kind of illegal substance on the border. Okay, and she got all nervous and everything, went to the police station and everything. And I told her, I said, listen, I said, I only buy stuff from Amazon, eBay, and I buy action figures, and those come from Hong Kong or whatever. They don't come from like Mexico, whatever it is. I said, so I don't even know what you're talking about. And she's all nervous. She's like, I just want to make sure you didn't. I said, what would I buy? Well, I said, the cops can walk into this house anytime. They ain't gonna find nothing. All they're gonna find is a big stupid idiot that's 40 plus years old with a bunch of toys and watches video games and talks to himself on a camera phone or whatever, and tries to get subscribers. That's all they're gonna find in this house. They ain't gonna find nothing else. You can go through this whole damn house. You ain't gonna find nothing in this house. I feel perfectly comfortable by saying that. But anyway, so yeah, I did get an Amazon package, and it could be anything because Amazon's magical. Okay, they did magically send stuff. So anyway, I'm driving home. And I'm thinking about what we're gonna have for supper tonight. I'm like, and then I started thinking back to my childhood. Okay, I started going back to my childhood. So I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you guys back. I'm gonna bring it back to like 1990, 1988. Let's go 88. Okay, 88, 89. I don't know. I must have been around 10, 8, 9, 7, 6. I don't know. Let's go back to 83 or 84, where I'm like 7 or something like that. My father used to play a game with me. Now, my father, he had a big old gambling problem. Big gambling problem, okay? And if you went to the Shaw's Market, you went to the Stop and Shop Market, there was a bunch of things that he used to do. He had all these little tricks. He was like a magician. The tricks that he used to pull in order to be able to gamble were magical, okay? He liked the Amazon fathers, okay? He would do this thing. Okay, this was kind of cool. Okay, let me see if you can wrap your now it's got some math involved in it. Okay, so if you're afraid of math, you might want to change the channel, but if not, then you figure this out in your head. Okay, now what he would do is he would go to Stop and Shop and write out a check for $50. Okay, write out a check for $50, and they would cash the check for $50. Then he would go to Shaw's Market, and he would write out a check for $50 at Shaw's Market and get $50 cash. So now he's got $100. Okay, he's got $100. Okay, here we go. Check this out. He would take $50. He'd buy $50 worth of scratch tickets, and he'd scratch, and lose every single dime. Then he'd take the $50 and he put the $50 in the bank account because it took like 2 days to process the first $50 that he used from Stop and Shop, so the checks would not bounce. Okay, does that make sense to you? So he would kind of rob from Peter to pay Paul. He would rob from Stop and Shop to pay Shaw's, or vice versa. Okay, but they would never meet in the middle. I mean, he was constantly bouncing checks anyway. But the deal was he was pretty good at it. Okay, he would call it playing games with the checking account. That's what he say. I'd be like, what are we doing today, Dad? We got to go play games with the checking account. So this was another way for us to get food because he never had no money. He'd get paid, and then he scratch all his money away. Paycheck was like $320, $360, whatever, and then he scratch all his money away. That was his thing. He didn't go to the dog track. He didn't go to Highlight. He didn't go to the casino. Okay, he's scratching away. So anyway, so he played games with the checking account. So we would have to eat. So this brought back the floodgates started to open up today as I'm driving home in my low rider to the left, and I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, I'm like, so what he used to do is he would get the $50 from Stop and Shop, and he'd get the $50 from Shaw's. Okay, and he would so what we do is we go food shopping. Okay, he'd go, but while we were food shopping, he'd give me the carriage, and I was like all happy because I get to push the carriage. I'm the carriage pusher. Nowadays I don't push the carriage. I give the carriage to the wife, give the carriage to the kids. I don't want to push the carriage. I think I don't know about you, but a man pushing the carriage makes me feel odd. Okay, I'm sorry, you females. I'm not trying to be sexist or whatever it is, but I don't know, just a man pushing a carriage full of like cabbage and stuff like effeminate products, you know, it's not, that doesn't seem right. Don't seem right to me. It seems like that should be a woman should be pushing the carriage, and the man should be on the side being like, yeah, I think we need to get that. And I grab the tall things. I take the high things and I put them in the carriage. I don't know. That's just me. That's me and the wife. That's just a thing. Okay, she pushes the carriage, and I grab the items and I put them in the carriage, and we work together as a team. Okay, it's a teamwork thing. She ain't mad at me. I ain't mad at her. Let's not start any problems here. Don't start any problems. But anyway. So what my father would do is he'd have this $50. He's like, okay, we're going to go food shopping. And he'd let me push the carriage. He's like, okay, you can pick out anything you want. And wow, I'm like, anything I want. So I'm we'd be walking around. I'm like, oh, I'll get the Oreos. I'll put that in the car. I'm like, Dad, can I get the Oreos? Yeah, oh yeah, you can get the Oreos. While I'm picking out the food, he already stopped at the service desk, okay, and he already got his $50, and he already got his $50 worth of scratch tickets. So he's scratching. He's scratching while we're shopping. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we got to get some real food here. You can't just get cookies, and you can't just get like stuff like that. We got to go get some chicken, because we always had chicken. We got to go get the chicken. Okay, the chicken's the thing. The $2 and change for like 8 pieces of chicken. That's what we got to go get. So we got to go get the chicken. So we go over to the chicken section or whatever. I'm like, how much chicken are we gonna get? Oh, I'll get like 3 or 4 packages of chicken or whatever. And meanwhile, he's still scratching away or whatever. He's literally moving cereal boxes like to the side of the shelf so he can get a scratching station on the shelf of where the cereal is. Okay, and I'm like, hey, can I get the Honey Smacks? Oh yeah, you can get the Honey Smacks. Get those Honey Smacks. You get them. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, mom likes, she likes the Fruit Loops over there. Mom likes Fruit Loops. Get the Fruit Loops. Get the Fruit Loops. You get them. You get the Honey Smacks. She gets the Fruit Loops. We got the chicken. Okay, good. You want ice cream? Hey, Dad, you know I want some. Let's go. Hey, ice cream section's 3 sections over. Let's go get some ice cream. Walking down. Hey, big smile on my face. Big bot. Meanwhile, we get to the ice cream section. He opens up the door. Okay, he opens up the freezer door. I open up the freezer door. And as I'm opening up the freezer door and I'm searching for the mint chocolate chip ice cream or the strawberry ice cream, he's got the scratch ticket against the door. And he's scratching against the door. He's scratching against the door. Okay, so now we got this carriage. So I'm trying to make this long story a little bit shorter so I can open up my package. We got this carriage full of groceries, okay? We got enough food to feed us for about a week, okay? In my little head, I don't have any monetary knowledge of what's going on here, but I know we playing games with the checking account. So now that I look at it now, back in the day in the 80s or whatever, $50 would probably buy you a pretty good sum of food. And I knew that he had $50 from Stop and Shop, and I knew that he had $50 from Shaw's, but then I forgot all about the fact that he just spent $50 on scratch tickets over at Shaw's Market. So he already, that $50 is gone. Now he's just got the $50 that he's got to deposit into the account to cover the first $50 check that he wrote. So we go through all this shopping thing, and this is what would happen at the end. Yeah, you're ready for this? You ready for it? And as I'm driving home today in my left-sided lowrider, I'm thinking of this. I'm like, we would get to the end and he'd go, all right, now let's see how long it takes for us to put it back. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He goes, I just scratched all the money that we got for the groceries for the week. Let's see how long it takes for us to put everything back. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, and that went on for a while there. When I was little, it was like a fun game. We would shop, and I'd fill up the carriage with everything and anything I wanted, and I'd get everything and everything I wanted, and then we'd play the game of how fast we could put everything back in the same location. Okay, that was a game. That was a game we played, okay? But then when I got older, it stopped being fun. Okay? I started realizing things, and I'm like, wait a minute. This guy's playing games with the checking account means I'm writing a check out to Stop and Shop to cover a check for Shaw's, and it's not really making any sense because you're buying $50 worth of scratch tickets, so you're scratching it away. And if you don't win, which most of the time he didn't win, but when he did win, it was like, I'm a big winner. Know what I love people that scratch tickets, and they're like, I just won $1,000. Yeah, but you just spent like $4,000 over the last like 3 weeks. You didn't win $1,000, you idiot. Okay, you lost $3,000. Okay, or I just won $100. You didn't win $100. You lost $700 2 weeks ago. You don't win anything. You're not winning nothing. Okay, you win and when he did win something big, it was like he wanted something bigger. Okay, it would never stop. It was something bigger. It was like if he ever did scratch it. I don't remember him ever. See what happened there? This is trauma. I don't remember him ever happen to win $1,000, but I remember he won like $500 once. I remember, and once he won the 500, he would literally put back 300 or 400 like right away. He started buying the more expensive tickets because he wanted to win like the big winning one or whatever. You know, he just wanted to go home with what he had in his pocket. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. But then we would play the game. Let's see how fast we could put everything back. But once I started getting older, we were still playing that game. And as I'm driving home today, I'm thinking about this. But the game changed at the end. It went to let's see how long it takes to put everything back to just leave the carriage here and let's go. And that wasn't as much fun. It was like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this. And now that I do like when I have my PTSD flashbacks, I'm like, those poor workers from like Stop and Shop and it's mostly Shaw's usually, Shaw's Market. I'm like, those poor Shaw's Market employees, because we loaded that carriage to the brim. The carriage was loaded to the brim. We had the little seat loaded. We had the back of the carriage loaded, chicken and all frozen stuff, ice cream. Ice cream was in there, okay, and chicken was in there, steaks were in there, and all the stuff that I wish we would have had was in there. And he'd just be like, "Leave it there, let's go." And I'm like, wow, that either that stuff probably all went bad. I don't know how long it took for them to discover that carriage was there, but now looking back, I was like, what a jerk. Okay, well, that was a real jerk move. I mean, bad enough the whole, let's see how long it takes to put it back, and then we go home with nothing, and then we go home and we pretty much living on macaroni. To this day, I can't eat macaroni and cheese. I can't eat macaroni and cheese because it disgusts me. Okay, because that's what we had. We had chicken quarters and we had macaroni and cheese. That's what we had most of the time, and I can't even look at a macaroni and cheese anymore. I have a hard time sometimes with hot dogs too, because that was another one of those cheap meals that we had in the house. I have a hard time looking at, but I try to spice them up a little bit now that we older. But what a mess. What. But I think about that as I was driving home today. I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, my kids should kind of, if they could just go step into my head for about 10-15 minutes, not only would they probably be traumatized for life and really, really scared, but maybe they'd understand a little bit more about why I do the things I do, and why things happen the way they happen, and why I don't have nothing. Do I have something to cut this thing? Where's my cutting device? Oh, here we go. Got a knife. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up for you now. Thank you for listening to my story. That was therapeutic. Okay, it was therapeutic, because as I was driving home today, I'm like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, wow. I'm like, if my life ever got that bad, I always worry about my kids and like gambling and stuff like that, because I know it's in the blood. It's not my blood. Okay, because after seeing all that big mess, it ain't in my blood. I don't scratch the tickets. I don't like to gamble. I don't like to listen. When I get money, that's my money. Okay, I'd rather go buy some physical media. Almost cut the webbing in my finger on my hand. See that mess? I'd rather go buy some physical media that I know I'm gonna have for probably for the rest of my life. A scratch ticket lasts a couple minutes, and if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. You throw it out, whatever. But this stuff lasts forever. So I'd rather blow my money on this. So yeah, you might be looking at me like, yeah, well, he gambled his money, and in a way, you're kind of gambling, because you buy this stuff, and collecting stuff is kind of a gamble in a way, but at least I'm getting some kind of pleasure out of it. It's not like a temporary 2-second pleasure. This is like a lifetime worth of pleasure. And with that said, I'm going on here. This package is for me here. It's got a tear here. What am I doing with a knife? It's a Amazon drop off. I mean, they give you the peel thing, okay, and it guarantees if the peel thing's there. If I reach in here, there's got to be. It has the peel thing. Usually, where is it? They're gonna call me a liar. There's usually a weird white strip of stupidness. No, it's not in here today. Okay, all right. I'm going to go blindly into the bag and grab what I got here. We have a copy of... Oh, look at this. I have the first one right here. Yeah, look at it. I'm coming out of the box. That's the sound of piles of medication hitting the floor. Yes, I got all my medication right there, and I just dropped like half of it. So this I already had. This is it's such a good feeling. The best of Mr. Rogers, and I didn't even know that this existed, so I was like, I gotta grab this quickly. The best of Mr. Rogers Volume 2. The best of Mr. Volume. I'm saying it twice. Back in the Neighborhood. So we got Back in the Neighborhood, and it's such a good feeling. So now I got the complete Mr. Rogers song collection thus far. Thus far, yes. And you're probably like, why? Why? Listen, this stuff's on my iPod. I got this on my iPod. I will when I'm driving in my low rider, low to the left. I will rock out to a little bit of Mr. Rogers, giving me some positivity feelings here. And this thing says right here, says the companion to the Grammy-winning "It's Such a Good Feeling," the best of Mr. Rogers. Oh, that's this one. That's the first one. Featuring 4 previously unreleased tracks and CD debut of "What Do You Want to Do Today." I just bought, I mean, if you've been watching these videos, I just bought the 72 tracks of Mr. Rogers' poetry and songs. And on these 2 CDs, we have 20 tracks on one and 23 tracks on the other. So I'm guessing that my guess would be there's going to be a volume 3. There's going to be a volume 3 in the pike. So volume 2 is not going to be the last one, because if there's 72 or 73 songs total in his compilation of songs, there's got to be a third one to make up the final Mr. Rogers collection. Yeah, I'm happy that came in. I ordered that. And this is pretty cool, because I guess Amazon decided to send me this package because I ordered this thing on Friday of last week. So they were probably like, oh, let's send him some stuff, because he finally ordered. So I don't know what they're thinking. Next I have in here is another Jackie Chan title. Yes, in this super duper deluxe box set thing. Look at this thing. Police Story 3 Super Cop. You know, these are coming out from, what's the company that's putting these things out? What company? Is this going to tell me what company is this? Is this the other one was 88 Films. This one doesn't, this one's not even, hey, the whole thing's not even in English. Nothing's in English. I might have done goofed on this one. I don't know. What region is this thing? Whoa. Is this a region B? I hope I'm not messing myself up, because I've been collecting so much Jackie lately. No, it says region A. Is that a region A, or what's going on here? It doesn't say it on the back. And I'm going partially blind, so it is 88 Films, by the way. Region A, it says. Okay, so this is an American Region A playing the drop my thing over there. Region A player of Police Story 3 Super Cop. Now I have Super Cop 1, Super Cop 2 on Blu-ray already. I believe I might even have Super Cop 3. I think it was Super Cop 3 is actually called something else in America. Let me see. Police Story 3 Super Cop. So I think actually in America it was called Super Cop, but in Cantonese or wherever, Hong Kong or wherever Jackie Chan's movies come from, I think it was called Police Story 3. Anyway, limited edition slipcase with brand new artwork from Sean whatever, I can't pronounce the last name. Double-sided fold-out poster, 6 replica lobby cards. Got to have those lobby cards, because those are super duper important. 80-page perfect bound book featuring an interview with John Waterfield and new writing on the film by C.J. Lyne. Selected archive material. Inner sleeve features Hong Kong poster. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of HD 1080p Blu-ray presentation of the Hong Kong cut, 96 minutes in original 2.35 aspect ratio. You technical guys will love that I just did that. Cantonese language options and Dolby Atmos, Cantonese 1.0 and Cantonese 2.0. Please tell me there's an English track in here. With newly translated in Dolby in subtitles in SD Kong. Wait a minute. English mono dub. There we go. English mono dub in the Hong Kong cut. See, this is the thing that confused me. These things I've been buying lately, they come with the Hong Kong cut. They come with the international cut. The international cut's been in English. You could do an English a voiceover, but the direct is almost like the director's cut of the Hong Kong cut. You can only watch it in Cantonese with the subtitles. So hopefully they either fix that in the future. Outtakes, behind the scenes, Hong Kong trailer, English, what's this? English trailer, U.S. TV spots, U.S. theatrical teaser, U.S. theatrical trailer, Japanese teaser, U.S. video, screen promos, Guy Locher's 1984 commercial with Jackie Chan and Michelle Ye. It's got a nice packaging. It's made by 88 Films, but I thought 88 Films, they have a couple of box sets that I was gonna buy because it had a lot of Jackie Chan stuff. Like these were like super deluxe box sets. They were going for like $200 or whatever, but they all had like maybe 30 movies on each one, but they were all not in English. Okay, so I was like, I'm not buying it because I prefer to watch that whole like not in English voiceover stuff with where the lips don't match the voice and everything like that. That's my preference. I don't want to read my movies. You guys noticed by now I didn't read my movies, but this box is pretty nice. And I can add it to my Jackie Chan collection. And we have one more thing in this package here, and this is okay. So this was kind of like a blind buy because I've been on such a Chucky kick lately since I got my Ultimate Chucky doll, and then I got my NECA Chucky doll, I got my NECA Tiffany doll, and I got my what I got like 3 or 4 I have 3. I got 3 in it. Ultimate Chucky, NECA Chucky, NECA Tiffany. Yeah, I got the 3. and then Chucky, is it Chucky? Yeah, Chucky season 2 came out on Blu-ray, and then this was coming soon. This is Living with Chucky, okay, which is, let me tell you what this is. Living with Chucky takes an in-depth look at the groundbreaking Child's Play franchise from the perspective of the filmmakers who grew up within it, featuring interviews with the cast, its crew, such as Brad Dourif, Jennifer Tilly, Alex Vincent, creator Don Mancini, and much, much more. This is personally filmed, recounts that dedication, creativity, and sacrifice that went into making the franchise and its long-lasting impact on the horror community. Yeah, I read the whole thing for you. There you go. That's a whole thing. Now, I don't like reading, but that's a whole thing. Bonus features, have candid conversation, favorite death scenes, strange families, and director's commentary. What this is a documentary. Oh, it's different. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Subcover and the other is different. It's a documentary on Chucky. The creation of Chucky, the whole thing, collector's edition. This isn't Child's Play, a Screambox original, Living with Chucky. So yeah, it's a Child's Play Chucky documentary made by a company that I've never heard of. But hey, it's got Chucky on the cover. It's got Chucky on the cover, and it's a documentary that isn't available on any of the box sets or individual movies that I have, or individual Blu-rays or 4Ks or whatever Scream Factory put out. This is something totally different. Just came out, and I had to have it for my collection. And with that said, my friends, that's it. That's the end of this episode. Yeah, it was a little bit long. Please like, share, subscribe, Twitter it, tweet it, Instagram it. If you want to make a TikTok and dance in front of me, sitting here explaining stuff or whatever, and then you can go show your wife and your kids or whatever while they're watching one of their court shows or whatever, or To Catch a Predator, or Judge Judy, or People's Court, or Pawn Stars, PAWN, Pawn Stars, or any other kind of stuff that I watch all the time, or Shark Tank. Love me some Shark Tank. I like. Listen, I could binge watch me some Shark Tank. I'm waiting for the day that Shark Tank ends though, because I've been binge watching some Shark Tank or whatever. I would like to know where my physical media is of Shark Tank. Okay, I am forced to stream. Yes, that's my biggest sin is I stream Shark Tank, and that thing freezes and skips, and it drives me absolutely crazy. But I'm so into the show that I'm like, there's nothing else I can do. I got my hands. Listen, they literally got me against the wall here. Okay, I'm against the wall. That's it. There's nothing I can do about it, because the only way that I can watch me some Shark Tank is by watching it on, I believe it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. Yes, Hulu. Yeah, Shark Tank is on Hulu, and I am forced to watch it. And for some reason, my Hulu freezes up. It does the buffering thing, and it's usually during like the part where they're like into like this deep conversation. I'm like, man. And with that said, my friends, thank you for coming by. Hit that like button to help that algorithm help me out, whatever. Thank you once again for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything that you do. If it wasn't for you, there would be no channel, and there wouldn't be me sitting here talking to myself until you watch it, and then once you watch it, I'm talking to you. So you take this personally, okay? Yeah, I'm talking specifically to you, right there, you, yeah, specifically to you. Yes, you. We just had a conversation, like we were just hanging out, okay? And with that said, my friends, I will see you later. You should have saved me some.